What's up? We back in the building. Uh, Welcome back to the live. If you're new, I'd say welcome. I'm Coach C. This is Bad Bowling. This is the Breakpoint. And if you are reoccurring, I'm saying welcome back, my man. Welcome back. This is what we do. Welcome back. Okay, so Steve, what's up, dog? Steve in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Steve is in the building. All right, so now I got to figure out, Steve, what's going on with you? You back bowling yet? Now I got to figure out how to or when to use these. All right, so now I'm trying to put the emojis into the chat. So give me a second. All right, so there's Steve right there. No. Give me 2 seconds. I'm trying to figure out. So what's going on? What's up, Too Tall? How you doing, my good brother? Too Tall's in the building too. All right, so let me do. That didn't work. So, yep. So everybody have a good Christmas. I hope everybody had a good Christmas. We still got New Year's left to go. Dude, what the world do I gotta do to do this? Everybody can hear me good? Everybody's good? Okay, so let me do this because this ain't making no sense. So we have the emojis are supposed to show up in the chat. So I'm trying to figure out, Steve, how to get it so that the emojis show up for everybody because I already have the emojis made, but they're not showing up the way they're supposed to. Uh-oh, look at Too Tall said he's going after the title. He's back in town to bowl tonight. Customize your channel. Hold on, let me see. Okay, I got all that. You know YouTube don't make no sense, guys. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but YouTube makes zero sense nowadays. I mean, none. They tell you that you can do something, you go, you do it, and you got nothing. Now, maybe because I'm going through third party, it's not allowing me to access them the way I need to. But I don't think that that's a fair thing to do. So, what's going on, Billy M? I hope you had a good Christmas too, bruh. People, no. Back to comments. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Since it's not allowing me to do it. Yep, Steve. The champion icons. It's not a lot. They're not popping up. Whoa. Okay, that was a lot. Did that pop up really big on the screen for you guys or just for me? Yeah, that's kind of big. All right. Yeah, it's not letting me do it, which is weird. So I'm not done yet. I don't give up very easily. Hold on. Yeah, Chad. Yeah, the champ. Can you guys put the championship emojis on? Can you guys see them? Yeah, can you guys see the emojis? Can you got do you got the have the options of putting them on or no? Hold on, wait a minute. I wonder. Oh, okay. So I won't see them in StreamYard. Well, I guess this is the last time I use StreamYard then. Yep, I guess I won't be using this no more then. I guess I can use. So that means I'm have to use them in regular, the regular YouTube. I don't have a problem using YouTube anyway. But do you guys have access to put them on though? Is what I'm asking. And then I won't, of course, I won't be able to see it, but apparently you guys can. So hold on. Let me go into this and see how it looks. So you guys get all the fun. Oh, I see it. Yeah, no, yeah, I'm seeing it, right. But the question is, can you guys put them in there for your icons though? Can you change it like Steve? Can you change your icon to the one-time belt? And will it let you do it? You see what I'm saying? Will it let Steve change that to his one-time belt? Because if it's going to do that, then because that's what I want. Steve and Rebs, they should be able to do it. So okay, I'm with you now. So then I would have to do it. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. I do apologize. Because I do use Streamyard, so I'm not going to use Streamyard on Sunday. I will go ahead and use YouTube, and then I'll go ahead and put them in a place. Billy M. So yeah, I'll go ahead and put it into place, and then that way, after we put it into place, we can go ahead and everybody can have the icons, the emoji icons in which they should have. So that's on me. It doesn't say when you're looking at it that it doesn't work in that environment. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't say. So now that I know, uh, I'll just use the thing. So did anybody do any bowling today or on Wednesday, which was Christmas Eve? Because our league elected not to bowl on Christmas Eve, and then of course New Year's Eve is what, Wednesday? Yeah, New Year's Eve is on Wednesday, so we won't be bowling league then either. But so far, Crazy Cajun from down in the Baton Rouge area, he's has the lead currently. I think Rebs is bowling right now. I think Steve said he's going to bowl on Tuesday. Too Tall's bowling right now also. No, Rebs bowl Saturday and Sunday. So Rebs have a shot Sunday. All right. There you go. What up, Jamrock? What up? So I got a question for you guys. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but YouTube is being flooded right now. Not since Monday. The Pearl was good until game 3. Why don't you just get right? You're lefty, so get right. Game 3, you be good. So I got a question. I know all of you guys watch YouTube, right? Has anybody noticed the flood for Ball of the Year? Has anybody noticed that? And I'm talking people are coming out the woodworks for Ball of the Year. For example, I'm going to give you an example. Mr. Strickland, the CTD, awesome guy. I think the world of him, man. He's one of the smartest guys there is. But here's the funny thing, right? So he had ball of the year, and he had his two homeboys on, right? His two homeboys are on staff with Brunswick. How can you really say ball of the year? You're saying ball of the year things that you ain't even thrown. I don't get it. They're talking about the Ion Pro Solid, the blue thing. That ball's whack, whack, whack. I'm just saying. I'm saying it for a friend. The ball is whack. You know what I mean? Now listen. I know. It's whack. I know you can hate me for saying it or whatever. I don't care. You know me. You guys should know already. I ain't scared to tell the truth about nothing. The ball is whack. Now, maybe it'll be good for you. Maybe it won't. But how are you going to take the advice of somebody that hasn't thrown the damn ball? They haven't thrown. They put it on their list. His two friends put it on their list because they seen other people throw it. They seen other people throw it, so they put it on their list. One of them put the hyperdrive on the list because he seen somebody throw it. The other one put hyperdrive on the list because he sold some in the pro shop. Let's see. His camera guy picked the hyperdrive for his four spot without throwing it. Yes, that's what I'm saying. How the hell? What's up, Revs? How you doing, dog? How way to get it cracking? Corner office today, man. Yeah, I told you I'm gonna be changing things up. I got my Super Bowl balls that are gonna go up here. I got some bowling balls that's gonna go on my racks back here. I told you I'm gonna change up a routine a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Got to change it up a little bit. Got to get it cracking. I got a new chair coming. It's cracking. So listen. So, hey Revs, you gonna think this is funny, right? My mask from CTE Rod had his homeboy on there. His homeboy and his cameraman. They put the Ion Pro Solid on their list of ball of the year. When they didn't throw the ball, they put the hyperdrive on there because they sold some in the pro shop. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? I mean, seriously, what are we doing here? Now, listen, Ion Pro's good for some people. Hunter's ball speed's about 17 miles an hour, and he's also a two-hander. So for him, it's really a cleaner option. I get it, and I'm not saying that it's not a good ball. Yeah, I am. I'm saying that it's an okay ball. But is it ball of the year material? No. But how can you say that without throwing it? On any, I mean, real talk, that's like me saying the alert is ball of the year. Did I throw it? Nope. How can I tell you something good or not if I don't throw it? You know what I'm saying? Seems like a lot of people had IPS as ball of the year. But even if it is, I can't pay 200 plus for a medium solid. I'm not paying through. Nope. What's up, Larry? How you doing? And belated Merry Christmas to everybody. In case everybody didn't see, Discord yesterday. You need to have thrown it. Gotta watch 90 people use. Listen, that's the point. The point is this, right? Who the hell can form an educated opinion based on something in which they watch somebody else throw? Oh, it's ball of the year because these four people are throwing it, or it's ball of the year because I have five different people buy it in my pro shop. Like, what are we doing? Like, seriously, what are we doing? Rev said, but alert is also a ball of the year. Ball of the year according to whom? What metrics? Ball of the year on a house shop, ball of the year on a sports shop, ball of the year on Cheetah, ball of the year at Nationals, ball of the year in what metrics? Because it's funny because what's ball of the year for PBA pros would probably be not ball of the year for people who bowling on a house shop. Now, here's what's crazy, right? Ball of the year on a on a high volume sports shot, house shot, I mean, is going to be different ball of the year on a low volume house shot. Would anybody agree with that? Would anybody agree with that? Anybody? So how do you form it? How do you formulate that answer? And then how do you put something on a list when you haven't thrown it? Look, Chad said absolutely. I mean, I know I'm asking for a friend, but I mean, come on, guys, you got to help a brother out here. How do you do that? Okay, but there's more to this though, right? So we have to try to figure out what ball of the year is, right? But ball of the year for me is going to be, it may be different than ball of the year from you because of our volumes are not the same, right? Then that's going to change a little bit. It's going to vary. Now, as my boy Patrick Swayze said in Row House, opinions vary. I get it. 100% fact. I get it. Here's the thing, right? Don't touch my butt and be like you didn't do it when I'm looking at you do it. It's one of those things. You got to make this make sense. Now, I know people are trying to get content moved, and I get it, but keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. Here's an example. Look at how many people said that the Apex jacket was bad. Right? This is on YouTube, right? TikTok, whatever. There was very few people that say that ball was good other than this guy. But then I throw that ball and it looks great. But then I go one step further than all the rest of them clowns. And I don't mean clowning in a negative way. I'm just saying and how they perceiving their own reality. So then they go out and they're throwing it on chromium and it looks horrible. I throw it on a regular house shot and it looks phenomenal. So then I go out and say, okay, you guys say it's so bad. I throw it on PBA Shark and I throw what, 18 out of 20 strikes? I mean, you guys can go back and watch. Like 18 out of 20 strikes with it on PBA Shark. And I threw it up the gutter where everybody says it can't be done. I threw it up the gutter, 18 out of 20 strikes. And they're like, the ball's bad? No, come on, dude. You're again, it's hyperbole at its highest degree. And then the same people that do that are the same people that be like, hey, you know what, dude? This ball is blah, blah, blah. Get out of here, man. That's like this. Strickland had the rain in his top for ball of the year, right? I can respect the hell out of that. But everybody else is like, like motor by the wayside? No. Nope. This is what I'm going to say. I seen, and I'm going to say this, and because I respect the hell out of Luke. I believe people pick ball for versatility of the ball or how the ball performs for them. Bowling, I agree. I agree. Bowling with yellow, I agree with you. That's how you should pick a ball. But ball of the year is a little different though. Ball of the year is that go-to. It's that one ball that sticks out amongst everything else. That to me is ball of the year, right? Um, in the highest degree, that's what it is for me. Now, is it the same for everybody? No, but here's the difference. I'm not on staff with nobody. Nobody pays me. Nobody gives me deals. Nobody gives me nothing. You know what I mean? That I'm paying for these. So for me, it's what's working, how it's working, and how often I can use it. That's a ball of the year for this guy. For me. Again, everybody else, I can't justify how they're picking it, but I know this much: you can't pick a ball of the year without throwing it. Everyone is different from where they bowl to bowling style. It is just an opinion, and sales could be deceiving too. No, I agree with that too. And if somebody would say, "Hey, you know what? This for me is predicated for this, or this is predicated for this," but how do you predicate something or stack something that you have not done? That would be like me saying, "I'm the best quarterback in the NFL." I ain't never played it down in the NFL. I ain't never threw a pass in the NFL. So how the hell can I ever be the best in the NFL if I've never done any of those things? You got to make it make sense. You got to make it make sense. That because if you haven't thrown the ball, then you're just talking the talk. Okay, so I even seen somebody now. Luke was going over different brands, but I seen somebody stack brands for this year, and the person I seen stack Brunswick as the number one brand for 2025. The best that never was. I like that, Chad. You're right. I'm the right, the best that never was. But here's the thing, that doesn't make sense. So I seen somebody stack the brands. Now I seen Luke did about Roto Grip, but here's the thing. Unless you're throwing all the Roto Grip balls in concession, it's hard. But going by brands is difficult because there's so many of them. There's so many bowling balls. But I watched this review earlier today, and I'm not gonna give the guy any props by shouting him out. I'll shout out Luke and Charles and all them because I think they're great at what they do. But this guy, he was talking about brands of the year, and he's like, brand of the year was Brunswick, hands down. That they're this, they're that, they're this, they're that. Okay, look. So if he would have just stuck with Brunswick, I would have said, okay, fine. The one out of the 7 brands is pretty phenomenal. I would say, okay. I don't know if Luke throws SPI or not. I didn't think he did, but hey, look, again, information is information. But this guy, I don't think he does though, Chad. To be honest with you. So this guy's like, I'm thinking to myself, okay, if he's saying Brunswick line, not the Brunswick 7, but the Brunswick line is the best, I'm like, cool. Everybody's got an opinion. And then he reiterates that Brunswick 7 is the best. And I'm like, wait, what? He's like, Brunswick 7 line is the best of the whatever. And I'm like, hold on. Now you know you need Jesus. You know you need help. And I put in the comments, if you need to understand what you're doing, all you got to do is reach out. But I'd be more than happy to help you out. Because the fact of the matter is, I don't think he does. And here's why. Brunswick has 7 different brands. All of those brands did not release really good bowling balls. Columbia didn't. Matter of fact, most of them did not. Track and Brunswick did. I mean, them are the 2 that jump off, right? I mean, the Hammer Mania and the Hammer IQ Tour V or whatever you want to call it. A lot of people are like, well, and I get it. However, if we're gonna go pound for pound, the brand who toppled 2025, it's a no-brainer. Too tall. Listen, let's be honest here. There is one brand that toppled 2025. There's one brand that did topple 2025. Can anybody tell me who it was? And it wasn't the Brunswick all of 7 line. Just no. Chat, yes, but not all the time. And has the regional staffers do the SPI balls. Yeah, I'm not knocking. I'm not knocking. Don't get it twisted. I'm not knocking Luke. I like Luke. And I think Luke provides a different scale of information. He's really on the technical side. Sometimes I watch him. Sometimes I watch his reviews more than I watch his rants because he's kind of dry for me. But the most important part for me is when you are looking at brands, listen. Here's the thing, right? If you used to work for Storm and you could work for them again, or if you used to work for this and could, I don't stack things like that. I don't work for nobody. I'm telling y'all right now, there will never be a time, place, or anything where I'm on staff with anyone. I do not care. I could become the best bowler in the world, and I'm still not going on staff because I value my opinion and My opinion doesn't vary for me. My opinion is what it is. I'm gonna keep it a buck. If people don't like it, I don't care. It is what it is. So I got um bowling whip said hammer. Quiet guy said motive. What up, quiet guy? Back in the building. Too tall said motive don't miss. Motive was probably top for coach. Okay, I saw that Luke posted a video today about the current line for 900 global and roto. Yeah, Billy M, he did. Motive has been putting out some good bangers. All right, so let's do this. What we're gonna do is we're not gonna listen to nobody, right? And you guys are not gonna listen to me. So I'm gonna ask a series of questions, and by these series of questions, we're gonna come up with the company that did the very best in 2025. Is everybody? Can everybody participate? You guys got about 10 minutes of your time that we can participate and get this done. A few motor balls thrown thrown around here, mostly hammer storm. I have four motive balls and the Raptor rain is last for me. Okay, cool. Steve. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna play this little game. I'm gonna ask some questions. When I ask these questions, you guys are going to answer these questions. And Steve, get out of here with that one. That's like saying swag. Okay, nope. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna play this little game. Now, let's play. I want you to give me a company. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Starting with Storm, not the all lines of Storm, just Storm. How many bowling balls did Storm drop this year through the last 12 months that were bangers? How many? I'll wait. Now, mind you, me, every single line dropped a ball a month. Every last one of them. Every last one of them. Okay? So, Storm, give me all the Storm bangers for 2025. I'll wait. Come on, guys. You guys know bowling like I know bowling. As far as bowling balls go, anyway. Give me the balls, Reps. Give me the balls. Give me, you said 3 or 4. Give me the 3 or 4 bangers Storm came out with in 2025. This is going to blow your mind the way this happens. And you won't get this from no one else. The Equinox Solid was a banger? Now, it's probably the most versatile ball Storm's made in a long time. But was it a banger? See, the first Equinox was a banger. But okay, I'll give it to you. So we got the Ion Pro and the Equinox Solid. What else? Okay, that's 2. Okay, wait. That question was very broad because there's 15 to 20 balls released per month. Hard to remember. Really? Okay. So let's do this. That's fair, Steve. Okay. So let's do this. Okay. Steve, I like how Steve mind processes. But Steve, you ain't gonna win this one. Storm. Here we go. You ready? Storm next. The phase 2 Pearl. The Storm Equinox. The Storm Equinox Solid. The Storm Ion Pro. The High Road 40. Your Surges. Your IQ AI. That's pretty much it. Where's the bangers at? Where's the I just didn't miss at? Because I'll tell you right now, the next ain't no banger. The next ain't a banger. I'll tell you that now. The Ion Max is 2024. Around here, the phase 2, the High Road 40, the Identity. The Identity was a special thing, but the ball sucked actually. All right, so check this out. So what you're saying though is you're saying that Storm had 3 balls that were a hit in 2025. Out of all the balls they dropped, you got 3. You got 3. What's good, GB? What's good? Hey, GB, check this lesson out. I'm trying to teach everybody. Check this lesson out, dog. You're gonna love how we rocking with this. We're gonna lean with it, rock with it. Watch this, GB. Watch this. All right, so Storm's got 4. We're just gonna say 4, right? So for each quarter of the year, what's up, Red? So for each quarter of the year, Storm has 1 ball that makes it. 1. We're gonna wave the wand. Okay, so now let's take a look at Roto Grip. We ready? So Roto Grip 2025 releases. We got the Rockstar Pearl, we got the Hyperdrive Pearl, we got the Gremlin, we got the Ultimate Wrecker, we got the Hustles, we got the Hyperdrive early in the year, and we have the Rockstar. Give me those. Give me the bangers from. Give me the bangers. Just big banger, big banger. We got jokes for years. Give me the bangers from Roto Grip. Come on, I'm awake. I'm awake. Let's go. Anybody? Roto Grip was best for SPI. Okay, out of those balls I just told you though, which ones are the good ones? The Hyperdrive, the Rockstar, the Gremlin, the Rockstar Amp. Is that what you're going to say? The Hyperdrive Solid? That's 1. I just told you what the 4 balls: the Hyperdrive Solid, the Rockstar Pearl, the Gremlin, and the Rockstar itself. 4. So that's another 4 balls. So out of all the good balls, 4. Okay, so let's do this again. So now what we're going to do, now we're going to go to 900 Global. So that means the Storm overall brand is 4 balls. Now, check this out. Here's what released in 2025 for 900 Global. The Viking, the Ember in the Cove, the Origin EX, the 900, the Glen, the Zen 25. We just, all right. Let's be honest here. They ain't got no bangers. 900 Global didn't have a banger. Honestly, that's why I stick with Motive. They don't. There's many options, simply effective, usually don't miss. Okay, but wait, we're gonna get the Motive though. We're gonna get the Motive. Okay, so 900 Global. Let's be honest here. Is any of the 900 Global balls any good? Any of them good? The Wrecker was mid, same as the but right, but they're not. The Zen 25 was great for me. Okay, GB, we'll give you that. So you're telling me that 900 Global had 1 good ball in all of 2025. That's what you're saying? Okay, so we'll live with that. Let's keep going. So that means Storm and all 3 brands had a total of what? 8, 9 good balls for the whole year? Okay. That's if you combine them all. But here's the problem. Some of them are in the same spot, so they overlap. Let's go. So now we're going to go to Brunswick itself. Now we have the Crown 78U. We have your 2 danger zones. We have the Energize. We have the Alert, the Quest, the Combat, the Twist, the Rhino. We have the Crown Victory, the regular one. Jeez, a whiz. I think we had the Vaporize and the Hypnotize and Lord, listen, Brunswick got such a long list of bowling balls that I might be 65 before I read them all. But out of all those, how many are bangers? The Crown Victory 78U, Tayshawn loves it, says the banger. The Alert's a banger. The Danger Zone, the Mesmerizes, and the new Ethos, the Crown Victory, the regular one, that's why it's $130. Okay, so check this out, right? So Brunswick, the main brand, how many of them do you think are bangers? I said banger. I didn't say good. I didn't say serviceable. I said banger. And tell you the truth, the Viking is good. Not at a $200 price. It ain't. I can think of a lot of bowling balls that you'd rather have, GB, than the Viking for $200. The Crown Victory Nasty, the Danger Zone, the Energized Crown Victory. Okay, so basically what you're telling me is Brunswick had three. Okay, so Brunswick had three. Let's go to Radical. Radical had the Intel, the Evil Eye, the Snapshot Hybrid, the Guru Circle, the Power Hitter, the No Doubt, the Torpedo, which is banned, the Torpedo Direct that's banned, the Outer Limits, and the other Snapshot. Okay, so are you guys starting to notice the trend here? Like, look, Radical's got one, the Stank Eye. That's it. I mean, if you guys disagree with me, put more in the chat. But Radical had one. Now, this is somebody that may have a couple bangers. Now we're going to track. Track, the Criterion Inverse, the Theorem Solid, the Paragon Shadow. I don't know if the Cypher Pearl was any good or not. The Stealth Mode, the Criterion Hybrid. You see what I'm saying? Outer Limits, Evil Eye, Guru, Oracle, and the Torpedo. That's what you said? Oh, Steve said. And the Cheeto has been great. Okay, so that means that you think Radical's got four. Okay. And Red said you got the Torpedo and the Outer Limits. Okay. Torpedo Direct Hit by Billy M. Okay, so we're going somewhere right now. So, and then, okay, then we got track. So we got three from Brunswick. We got four from Radical. 3 or 4, depending on who we're asking. And then we have like 4 from track. You guys think so? I don't know what y'all think about the Criterion Inverse. I know the Theorem Solid wasn't bad at all. Matter of fact, the Paragon Shadow, Sean loves it. Think a hook. Stealth Mode, he loves that thing too. He said that's pretty good too. So track give you 3 or 4. Let's go to DB8. DB8, the Heckler Hybrid, the Mantra Solid, the Severe Collision, the Hater Pearl, the Dark Side. Really? Is any of those any good? Is any of those any good? Any of those any good from DB8? Oh, we're getting to Turbo X. We're getting there. Columbia. Let's go with Columbia. I don't even know why we're going with Columbia, but Columbia is the Street Rally, Columbia Ricochet Return, the 300 Pulse, the Rally. If any of these are good for you guys, you got to put them in the chat. And then let's go to Ebonite because he wanted to talk about the. There it is. So now we're at Ebonite. We got the Entity Pearl. We got the one Ovation. We got the Entity, and then we have the Turbo X, and then we have the GB5. Yeah. These are some cheap bowling balls. Oh my God. What are they doing? Trying to give them away? All right. So are we seeing a trend here? Okay. Turbo X is a great ball for Ebonite. Radical, the Outer Limit. Solid was good, not great. Radical balls, for the most part, were not all that good. I agree with you 150%. That's why I'm letting other people do the Brunswick lines altogether, because I'm not touching one. Because why? Because I don't think they're that good. Facts. Okay. I have the Crown Victory. Is good so far for me. And I won a Zigzag Solid. Also have a Criterion. I'm not brand loyal. No, you're not. And that's good. DB8, the Mantra Solid, DB8 Heckler Hybrid are good under the radar. People won't buy them because of DB8. I bought a white dot this year. It's been a banger for my spare game. Only you two talk. Okay. So now, last but not least, let's get into this. Here's what we're going to do for Motive. With Motive, we're going to do something different. Now, you can call me what you want. But remember, I'm not brand sold by nobody. I'm going to ask you these bowling balls, and I want you to tell me which one ain't good. Y'all ready? I don't even remember where they all came out. I think the Jackal Onyx came out last year. Yeah. All right, so we got the Evoke Hysteria. Tell me that's not good. You got the Super Clutch. Tell me that's not good. The Steel Forge. You just can't even. The Primal Ghost. The Rafter Rain. The Shadow Tank. The Apex Jackal. The Nebula. I mean, where did they fail? Oh, see, look, the Jackal Onyx, it did come out early in the year, didn't it? And the Jackal Onyx. Look at that. The Jackal Onyx came out this year, too. I mean, seriously, where in that lineup are you going to tell me? Oh, okay. GB said the 300 Pulse is good, too. The Rally and the Street Rally are good balls. They're so good that the pros won't be using them. A bowling with. Let me ask you a question. Have you watched any of my videos with that? If you haven't, you should watch them. I got 60 by 5 by 35 on my bowling ball. And I'm telling you right now, go watch my stuff. Go watch. Go watch the bowling ball reviews on the house shot. And then watch it on the sports shot. It's fire. The ball is just fire. The problem that you have, Diallo, is this. They used that ball on chromium and it didn't look good. See, here's the trick of the trade. A lot of ball reviewers, Diallo, a lot of bowling ball reviewers, when they do it, when they do their reviews, they do them on chromium. Chromium is a lot of free hook. A lot of free hook to the outside, right? So they use it. The height, chromium. Um Strickland, chromium. Luke, chromium. Yep. They use chromium. And here's why I say it. If you watched me on a house shot, you would see that that ball executed its turn when it was supposed to, 45-ish feet, and got through the pins the right way. If you watch me use it on PBA Shark, it got length, got to the break point, made the turn, got through the pins correctly, and carried it. So, and not to mention, there was other PBA pros who threw that ball, and it looked amazing when they threw it. I'm no PBA pro, so let's be honest here. But the difference is what they threw it on. Now, do all balls match up with everybody? No, but I can't see it. Let's see. Motive is the only ball I haven't got yet. Almost got the rain, but you mentioned it was close to the P2. It is. It's just a beefed up version. Super clutch one has been sitting in the PSO since day one. The new clutch is pretty good. I hear people aren't really that into the Apex. What's up, Calvin? For Moto, I mean, there's been, like Bowling said, the height, CTD, Strickland, and Luke, all it didn't look good for them. But I'm telling you, the common denominator is what they're bowling on, and it's chromium. That's the common denominator, because there's been a lot of people that's been bowling on patterns, and me on a house shot and pattern, and it looked good on everything. So it also could be the layout that you put on it too. But and that's where you come up with layouts do matter. When they say layouts don't matter, sure they do. Now, am I saying that that ball is going to match up with every person on planet Earth? No, not at all. I'm never going to say that. And am I saying that it's going to match up with you? No, but I'm saying that the ball is good in its own right. I threw the ball. I threw the ball, and it's pretty good. Um, did not match up to any motive balls, so I don't care for them. These are all subjective to the per ball basis. I agree with you 100%. I don't like particularly throwing Brunswick bowling balls, but the reason I don't like throwing Brunswick bowling balls is because they're dark. And being my color, my vision, the lighter the bowling balls, the swirl, the better for me to be able to read it. See, like he said, it didn't look good for them. Now, PSI and other brands have way too many options for the average person. Motive almost never misses and don't have 1,000 bowling balls. And Jam, that right there is the biggest impact you can ever have. That right there. And here's why I'm gonna say that. Because when you're if you ever want to become competitive to where you're bowling in tournaments, having a tournament bag is a huge deal. And with so many options, it's hard. It's hard to figure out what's going to go where, what's going to what. With motive, that changes a little bit because motive produces them in concession. So picking a motive bag is easy, and they work off each other. I think it's pretty good. Steve said the EJ Jackal was no good for me. I love the Max Trail Hybrid and the Solid. See, for me, I love the EJ Jackal. Works good for me. But then again, here's the catch. They're all tools. They're at the end of the day, every single bowling ball you got's a tool. It's your job to figure out when that tool is effective to use. That's like working on a car, right? And you want to take off, say you want to change your headlights, you got to take off the bolts, right? Right? You wouldn't use a screwdriver to try to take off a bolt, would you? No. You get your little ratchet out and you crank it up pretty fast, get it off. That's bowling. These bowling balls are tools. At the end of the day, they're just tools. It's our job to figure out what tool is going to work at what point in time. That's our job. That's it. That's our job. Figure out what tools are going to match up with what shot. Because that's what it's all about. Here's an example. Me and PBA Cheetah. Guys, I have struggled my butt off on Cheetah. I really have. I got to the point where I was struggling so bad on Cheetah that I was like, look, if it's going to be a Cheetah event, I'm not going. I'm just going to leave it alone. But then I threw the next on Cheetah, and I'm like, and here's the funny part about the next, right? The next is, I was like, man, this next is hot garbage. Matter of fact, check this out. This is crazy, right? I threw the next on a house shot. It did not look good at all. I went back in to practice with it just to see if on the burn, just to see, and it did not look good at all. I mean, oh my God, it looked bad. But last Thursday, last Thursday, we were supposed to have our sports shot tournament, but we ended up did it because something happened. So Cheetah was down. So I'm trying to bowl on Cheetah, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go home. I'm done. Me and Cheetah were done. I won't bowl on Cheetah, I won't bowl on Wolf. So I took the next out of my bag, and I was being funny, and I just threw it up the lane. And I was like, what did I just see? And everybody's like, oh, see. And I'm like, hold on, I need to throw another shot. So then I threw another shot. And I'm like, ooh, wait, what did I just see? And then I threw another shot. And I said, ooh. The ball that didn't read the lane, the ball that didn't hook, I put it on Cheetah. The next is insane. And then I took it and bowled on that dual pattern in the video. And that's the next I was using on Cheetah. Now, did I throw some bad shots? I throw a couple off the cliff. Yep. But that ball matches up. That ball matches with me and Cheetah. So now guess what? If I got to see Cheetah and I know I got to see Cheetah, I'm putting that next in that bag and I'm going to go ahead and crack some business. SPI Brunswick 7 purposely pushes out too many bowling balls, especially B7. They can't expect all of them to hit. I think they push out all of them to make money. GB, I think it's only about money. I don't think they care if you bowl well with them or not. Their slogan is, if you bowl bad, go buy another one. I'm pretty sure we got another one to work for you. But hey, Diallo, you're right, man. Short patterns can be really, really tough. But if you get a ball that matches up with you, easy work. I truly feel non-staffers should be true evaluators of releases. Louis Naples is such a chill that I've stopped watching. Hold on, wait, man. Steve, why you messing with my dog Lewis, man? I like Lewis. I like when Lewis go on his rants. Don't you judge me. You don't know me. And then 2 weeks later, he'll come on and he'll be like, whatever you got to say about me don't matter. I don't care. And then 2 weeks after that, he'd be like, man, you don't know me. Why you? Listen, I ain't gonna lie, man. I like Lewis. I probably could kick it with Lewis, but it's still funny to watch Lewis have his meltdowns. You guys can't tell me that's not funny. Lewis having his meltdowns, you guys cannot tell me it's not funny. I swear to God, y'all can't tell me it's not funny. But Lewis has his meltdowns, and all of y'all know what I'm talking about. When Lewis have his meltdowns, it'd be funny. Ooh, I gotta sit up higher for this. I think if other brands cut their shelf and gave us exactly what we needed with limited overlap, we would be fine. Motive has been great and doesn't overwhelm. Have a 7-ball arsenal, and I'm happy. Hey, 7-ball arsenal good, but sometimes you need more than that, bro. I'm just gonna tell you. Let's keep the buck. Sometimes you need more than that. But here's the funny thing. I'm saying sometimes you need more than 7, but I'll go to a tournament and never use more than 2 or 3. Motive is cool because they don't overdo it. Swag releases are even slower than Motive, which is cool. Swag is hot garbage on a stinking hot summer Sunday, baby. Stinking. I'm just saying. Hey, coach. Where's your thought on the identity, the second one? Did you throw it? Yeah, I did. And my thought was the same as the first one. It was the exact same as the first one. Don't get it. Steve said I just can't watch him anymore. Hey man, look. If you don't want to watch him, don't watch him. Rebs is back. What up, Rebs? If you don't want to watch him, don't watch him. Listen, here's the thing, man. It's crazy in reality though, because I think Lewis is cool. At once upon a time, Lewis rubbed me the wrong way because I was trying to bowl against Lewis when he had his open competition. You guys remember that? He's like, anybody want to bowl me? Blah, blah, blah. So I messaged, emailed, did everything he wanted me to. And he just ignored me. But then again, the cleanup crew did too, but I'd have cleaned him up pretty bad. So I know why they didn't answer the bell. But I put that out there. I don't care. I don't care if the Pope is like, let's bowl. See, let's get it. I ain't win, lose, draw. Let's go. I'm not built like that. You know what I mean? Let's go. Only 7. Because they're a little expensive. Oh, I get it. Yeah, Motive can be a little expensive. It's crazy still the placeholder for my title. You mean it's crazy still the placeholder for his title reps? Because yes, he's still holding that lead. I'm not Brownlow, out there or whatever, but if a company came through and offered, I'm on it. I don't care if it's pyramid. I'll make it work. GB, you on your own, player. The Unreal. Yeah, I did. I was unreally disappointed with Swag. You know? Hey, and bowling, I ain't throwing another one either. I don't care. I don't care what they say. I'm never nope. Nope. Sean gave away his craze too. Diallo. I'm on staff with Swag. Have you checked out some of the other balls? Listen, hey Diallo, look, you can come at me with anything you want, bro, except for Swag bowling balls. You can say rock a Swag shirt. I think the Swag bowling boxes are the best bowling boxes in the whole business. I swear on everything. But what I'm not going to do is throw a Swag bowling ball. Listen, man, go back and watch my Swag video, Diallo. Go ahead. Go back and watch. I was so excited, man. The box had me. Listen, I was so excited to throw this junk, man. And then I threw the ball and watched the reaction on the land. I was like, oh Lord, what did I do? What did I do? Darren Tank asking for some smoke again. So you bowling Darren tomorrow? Oh, you still bowl tomorrow? Yeah. Yeah, no, you got. Yeah, you got 2 shots. Swag. GB says swag. GB, tell the truth. You just trying to get on swag right now. You just trying to get on the swag staff. And if you get on swag staff through this live right now because your boy Diallo's on there, go ahead, man. Yo, you know who y'all don't call? Me. This guy. Nope. 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 Listen, Diallo, they can call me and say, hey, coach, we're going to give you all these balls for free. I'll tell them, nope, keep them. Give them to somebody who need them. Because I don't, and I ain't going to. No, and more no. No. What's up? Console's better than PC. What's going on with you? You like I changed that up? LOL. Dub ball is a little iffy. Yeah, a little iffy. Yeah, GB, swag packaging is the best I've ever seen in any brand. Any brand. Swag got the best packaging, period. Listen. If people, man, look. If swag marketing was as good as they bowling ball, sorry, hold on. All right, listen. If swag could develop their bowling balls to be as good as their packaging and marketing, hell, they'd be the best in the business. But it ain't. And listen, if swag called me and said, hey, Coach C, listen, bro, we know you had some problems with swag, but we'll give you $100,000 a year and all the equipment for free, I would tell them, absolutely, positively, hell no. Keep your money. It ain't worth the trouble. I'd quit bowling first. I'd quit first. Rev said, I love my infusion and my black dragon. You go right ahead. You love all you Revs. When you see me and we bowling against each other, you make sure you use both of them so I can crack you open like the yo. Hey, Revs is gonna be like, yo, coach only beat me because what happened was that's what he gonna say. You using swag Revs, you want your built-in excuse. Yeah, I'm not. Nope. No, listen. No, I would rather throw the TNT than the swag. Okay, not doing it. And I'll throw the TNT in the river. Nope. I have some swag balls. They're good to me. Yeah, GB, you also just said that you would be on staff with any company that came your way, even the pyramid. Some people may not match up with certain bowling balls. Yeah, that's a fact. Watch out 2026. You're gonna eat your words. Diallo, I can tell you ain't never met me because I don't go backwards. I don't go side to side. No, I'm good. I stay dedicated to my listen, I'm a man of my word, bro. If I tell you I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. If it may take me some time because my schedule is a little rocky and busy, but hey, look, Diallo, listen, man. Maybe you should come bowl against me or let me bowl against you. We in the same thing, and then you can show me how swag is swagging. You know what I'm saying? You can be like Swaggy P, but only Swaggy D. I don't match it with some SPI and some Brunswick stuff. GB, that's fair. That's fair. That's a really fair thing. I mean, I don't match up with everything. I heard swag has improved, but their balls are still smooth, cover stock, still logging behind. or lagging behind. Um, I believe I did, Red. But let me double check the package bin, and then I'll message you on Discord. But I do believe I did because I dropped the whole other package, the whole other package bin. I'm in Maryland. I have to meet you halfway. Okay, no, that may not be a bad thing. I might actually be out your way. Diallo, I'm from Pennsylvania, so I do got to go back home, and I would like to bowl a couple events in Pittsburgh or around Pittsburgh. So you know what, we might be able to get down in the spring. No, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. If EJ was using swag, EJ wouldn't be winning. I'm telling you that now. If EJ was using swag, EJ would not be winning because swag don't swag. Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. Swag don't be swagging. Coach, do you have any more national spots available? I may have other people. Yes, I need two more people. If I can get two more people, then I can fill that third squad. Yep, Larry, I need two more people. And I have two other possibilities, but they just been lagging on the answers. But yes, I have two other people. Some of the Brunswick stuff is good, but I don't throw it as much because the HA22 is a little too aggressive on the back end. Well, Billy, why don't you try and drill it a little weaker, a little smoother layout? It can make a big difference. EJ can throw a rock and he could win. You know what, Steve? I believe EJ could take a file and we can drill punch some holes in a rock and he could win. But I don't think he would win with swag. I think a boulder outside he'd be more equipped to win with than swag. I'm just serious. I have no confidence in swag at all. None at all. Zero. I none. And and I'm not saying for you guys not to buy it. I'm saying for me. For me, I don't think so. Yep. May 18th and 19th. Yep. Let me know because if I can get them in, then we can get this other team in. But yes, May 18th and 19th. But yeah, I'm trying to get two more. That's what I'm looking for as of right now. Hey, Steven, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying other people shouldn't buy swag. I'm saying I'm not buying swag. And do we know if swag is paying him any money? I wouldn't bother. Sean Brash. He's an Illinois guy. Sean throws swag and motive. Well, well, at least we know he got halfway good opinion. The halfway good opinion is the motive. The bad opinion, swag. Again, I'm not saying don't use swag. I'm saying I'm not using swag. I'm saying I got zero confidence in swag. That's what I'm saying. I'd rather throw my spare ball than throw a swag ball. I'm not lying to you. You know what throwing swag was like? Throwing swag would be like you going home and your wife is sleeping with some dude. And she tells you, hey, I'm sorry, I'll never do it again. Do you believe that she'll never do it again? That's the question you gotta ask. That's how I feel about swag. Do you think she would never do it again? If you think that she won't do it again, you're an idiot. That's what I'm saying. Coach, we have to change your mind in 2026. There's something that ain't gonna change. I just explained it to you. Again, if your girl is cheating on you and she's like, I'm sorry, do you think that's the end of it? That's how it feels. That's how it is with swag. I think it ain't no better. I might use the Strike Force ball before I use swag. Motors started out the same way. They started out no, okay. Well, guess what, GB? I didn't throw motor back then. I ain't throw motor back then. So I can only listen. You can only formulate an opinion based off of the information in which you have on hand. You guys got to understand that. Okay, GB, that's like me saying, "Hey, I want you to tell me how to bowl on a 44-foot 32 mil shot, sport shot. I want you to tell me how to bowl on it. And that's all the information I'm going to give you. You can't tell me how to bowl on it, can you? Because you don't know none of the specifics. It's just, that's it. I'm working with what I know. And I know, I know swag is not for me. That's what I know. That's my information. See what I'm saying? So you're saying there's a chance. No, I'm saying there's zero chance. There's no chance of me throwing the TNT. There's no chance of me throwing swag. If every company went out of business and swag was the last company to be producing bowling balls, I would throw the balls I got right now until I needed the swag ball, and then I would probably retire. Ooh, consoles is better than PC. I just was rocking with that ball the other day, man. That ball's hot. I like it. And the versatility of that glow, you can use it on quite a lot of things. Is the TNT the worst ball you've ever thrown? No. No. It used to be the TNT, the second TNT was the worst. The first no, actually the first TNT was the worst. But then swag jumped up there and took that. So the worst is the swag Unreal, then the TNT, then the other TNT. You know what's funny though? Let me put this down so you can see my face. So in the Rock River, there's a lot of bowling balls, but there's more P2s in there than any other. Facts. The the best opinion I could think is 20 balls come in unmarked, no logo, brand nothing, drill everything the same and throw it. Then rate it. Then you would give. Okay, now Steve, check this out, right? That would be unfair too. If I drilled them, that would be unfair because I know that I tell the difference between the textures in which you're drilling. Swag balls are very hard to drill. They're like drilling into cement. If you ever drill one, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Diallo, if you ever drill one and you ever drilled a different brand of ball, you would know they're harder to punch into. So, but other than that, I mean, I would do that test. I would do that test in the New York Minute. Wait, I'm not sure that I have any multicolor left. All right, so where are we at? I gotta run this weekend. Is mine and my wife's 14-year date anniversary. That's awesome, Revs, and congratulations. Yep, the TNT infused. Okay, gang, after you're ready for practice. Have a good night. Have a good night to you, buddy. I may have two or three people, coach. I'll let you know by Sunday. Okay, perfect, Larry. Perfect. Absolutely, let me know, man. I'll be more than happy to make it all happen. What's going on, Oliver? Oliver in the building, ladies and gentlemen. And then he said, "Okay, there, see, look, Steve. You see, Diallo said he knows what I'm talking about when it comes to drilling. But yeah, so swag balls are different to drill. They punch differently. Huh. That's an interesting color. Sorry, perfect fits. They're coordinating a perfect fits for everybody for Hall of Famers. That is. So yeah. So listen, guys, and just for clarification, because if there's people watching this that wasn't in alive, I'm not telling you to not buy swag. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying Coach C isn't going to use swag. I'm all swaggy peed out, but I'm not telling you not to try it. If you're not with a brand company, try everything. There will never be a time, place, or date where I'm going to be with a company. I'm never going to be on staff. I just don't, you know. Now, Adrian, one day he might be on staff. One day, Tayshawn might be on staff, or AB might be on staff. But I'm saying I won't be. Thank you, because that's what ZBO did. What exactly, Diallo? What did ZBO do? He said that he wasn't going to throw him, but have other people do it. But recommend to other people. Listen, I'm not telling people not to do it. I'm saying, hey, swag balls are a little bit cheaper, so they're very budget oriented. You know what I'm saying? Swag balls are budget friendly. Um, So because they're budget friendly, I'm saying, hey, anything's worth a try. Now, am I ever going to say, hey guys, don't buy them? No, that's not who Coach C is. I'm never going to tell you what to do with your pocket. Matter of fact, I don't think you can ever say that Coach C's ever told you to buy any ball. I'm saying some balls are I feel are better than others, but I'll never tell you, hey, don't buy this or hey, don't buy that. That's not okay. Looks a little dark though, buddy. So yeah, no, I don't. Why would ZBL do that? Why would he totally cut a brand off? I mean, I'm saying I'm not going to throw it, but did he also have a bad experience with swag? And something else that I've learned, Diallo, is I'm noticing the frequency of a lot of lefties are having success with swag over right-handers. Now I'm not sure if I don't have statistics on that, and maybe I might need to start tracking analytics on that. But I'm noticing that a lot of two-handers, I'm sorry, a lot of left-handers are having a ton of success with swag over right-handers. So I can't, man, that's crazy. So CBL said nobody buys swag. That's funny. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm never going to do that. Yeah, I'm never going to be like, you know what? Don't ever buy this or don't ever buy that. And it's funny because if I was going to do it, it wouldn't just be Swag, I would say a whole lot of other stuff too. But he did say that the worst ball he ever thrown was the pyramid. He's spreading bad information. Okay, so Diallo, is he spreading bad information or is he giving people his experience? Because the two things don't have to go together. I mean, you can't conflate the two. One is opinion based, and the other one is just bad information. So that would be referencing like me, for example. I had a very bad experience, but so by me saying that my experience with swag is bad, it doesn't mean that I'm giving bad information. It just means that I'm giving my point of view. Now, I'm not saying all swag balls are bad. I'm saying the swag balls, the two I threw were bad because I threw the cruise two. So I don't know who he's talking to, but he says swag is new and will succeed. Hmm. Oh, and not succeed. I got you. Well, I think that that's misappropriated information. I think that that's uneducated information too, because from my information that I received about swag, they're not new. They're rebranding, but they're not new. My information is Swag is a California based company that has been out for a very long time, and they're not new. They're just rebranded. And their balls are new launched and rebranded. They're relaunched and branded. Um, so with a lot of new ideas as far as their equipment go. So I'm never going to say they're not going to succeed. Matter of fact, they're a California based company. I want them to succeed. I hope one day their equipment is great because I always want any business, whether it's American or not, but especially American businesses to succeed, especially small mom and pops like Motive. Absolutely, I want them to succeed because as they succeed, so does the sport of bowling. I mean, listen, some people buy bowling balls just because of how they look. So if Swag develops something that looks great and people want to buy it to help boost the sport, then absolutely. I mean, I'm all in. Will I be throwing swag balls? Probably not. But just because I don't trust it doesn't mean that I don't support it. You see what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. Just like, for example, I don't like how certain YouTubers like myself do things. Like, for example, they'll bowl a game and you'll see them split three times, but yet you'll see them bowl a 260 on their screen because they don't count the splits, which is pretty nuts. But I guess they think that we're all stupid. Now, do I call that out on a regular basis? The answer to that is no. However, I see it and I just be like, now I ain't notice I ain't mentioned any names there, but it happens. And I guess at the end of the day, it is what it is. Now, what I can say is this: make sure you guys on your way out hit the like button for me. That way we can keep on growing. Um, make sure y'all checking out the perfect fit and everything. Now I know a lot of people got perfect fits now, but theirs don't lock into place like ours do. Ours lock in so nothing ever falls out. And then last but not least, all these bad bowling merch. I mean, it's going out the door like it's hotcakes. But I need some of y'all to do it. Whose name? That's Jelana's. Hold on, I'm tripping. So anyway, guys, and Diallo, congratulations on being on staff with Swag. Okay, so let me do this. Out of all the brands, why Swag? If you're still there, before we get out of here, why Swag? Out of all the brands, why Swag? Why get on staff with Swag? Why Swag? Out of all the possible things, why Swag? That's a great question. Why be on staff with Swag? Coach, if you had to go into league with one ball from this year, what are you taking? Am I bowling in my house? If I'm bowling in my house, Chad, there's three balls I could take. So it would be out of the P2 Pearl, the Rockstar Pearl, and the Apex Jackal. Facts. Between them three. And the reality is I just pick one. It wouldn't matter to me. I just pick one. All three of them are well, the Apex, the Apex is different than the other two. The Apex is more of a control piece for me, believe it or not, especially since I took the. So when you get the Apex, and this is where a lot of them may have messed up at, when you get the Apex Jackal, it's not shiny. So I took it up to 3,000 and put some polish on it. So I'm taking off any one of the three. And here's the funny part: I can let you guys pick what I took. It wouldn't matter to me. I don't care. The P2 and the Rockstar, the P2 Pro and the Rockstar Pearl are really similar in shape. They're really similar bowling balls. Just so them two are interchangeable, and then the Apex. But I would probably say that I'd probably say the Apex or the P2 or the Rockstar. One of the three. Rockstar probably. If I had to pick, I'd take the Rockstar. I was starting it when it wasn't California bowling, and it was easy to get on at the time. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So you a California bowler too? That makes a lot of sense because that means you're repping your city. I like it. Oliver, I put Power Edge on it. I took it at 3,000 on four sides, and then I hit it with Power Edge on all four sides. And that ball spinning like my favorite CD, baby. You know another thing that you got to take into account because a lot of you guys said that you seen. I think it was Diallo said it. Charles, Luke. It was actually Charles, Luke's wife, and CTD Strickland throw that ball and then not look good, right? All of y'all said that, right? You ever take into account Luke's wife does not have a high rev rate. It's probably like 250, 200. Now, Charles has a higher rev rate. However, Charles always tries to play the wrong side part of the lane. And Strickland also does not have a high rev rate. See, that's the thing I got going for me. I have a lower ball speed, about 15 miles an hour, with a really high rev rate. So maybe that's the difference. I just thought about that. California Bowling was distributor for Swag before Bowler's Mart took over. Yes. Yes, I remember that. Yes. Yep. But look, man, there's nothing wrong with you repping swag. I mean, hey, you the first staffer that I've ever met that's actually on staff with swag. So, I mean, I think that's pretty cool. I do. No, you're in Maryland. That's right. So, yeah, that's crazy that you're on staff with swag and you in Maryland. Maybe you was out in Cali or something. So, who you guys think is going to win the fantasy football? Red, Speedy, or Oilers? Hey, Red, how about the winner just win? I mean, how do we know who's going to win? It's fantasy football. Hell, we barely can figure out who's going to win in real football, let alone fantasy football, Red. It was great talking to you. It changed my opinion of you. Wow. Yellow, wow. Really? That's crazy. I'm a cool guy, man. I'm not one track minded. I'm, you know, so I'm sorry that you thought I was trying to jump off the tree, but you know what I'm saying? But I'm glad that you took the time to speak out. You know what I mean? And anytime we in the same area, we can bowl. And anything you need, man, all you gotta do is let me know. I mean, if you want a perfect fit, you know what I mean, or anything like that, let me know, man. I'd be more than happy. I mean, you're on staff. I imagine you bowl in some kind of tournaments. I imagine you're using Joe Po or It's because nobody uses switch grip anymore. So if you want one, let me know, man, and we can make it happen for you. Diallo, I can send you out there to Maryland and let you be the only one out there rocking. I mean, Ohio's loaded with them. So I mean, that's what I do for my people, man. Just don't just don't ask me to just don't ask me to throw swag. Listen, hit me up on Discord or Instagram or Facebook Messenger, whatever, Diallo. Hit me up and then I can get your information. I can send it out to you. But look, I'm gonna jump off here because I'm gonna eat. And yo, coach, we'll see y'all on Sunday because believe it or not, tomorrow my high school boys is in a tournament. So it's gonna be a long, long day. Check-ins at 7:30 in the morning. We probably will be there until I'm gonna say probably about 4 in the afternoon, 5 in the afternoon. It's gonna be a long, long day. But Diallo, make sure you hit me up on there. I had a bad night yesterday. Took the gives out of the game. I need at least 15 from him. Wow. Oh, you're not supposed to do that. Said good luck, Red. But no. So I'm gonna jump off. We'll be back on Sunday at 6:30 p.m. I'm gonna get live so we can put the championship icons on the people that deserve it. And then we gonna just chop it up a little bit. I'm gonna see if I can get Coach A to come on here and cut some people out. Oh, thanks a lot, GB. My boys is tough, man. They gonna do all right. I think that they're about to have their coming out party, man. I think they really about to turn the corner. And if AB just, oh my God, if AB can just do what she's supposed to do, she probably gonna be on fire. But getting that girl to focus is good luck. Good luck. Hey, Diallo, that's who you want to look at. You should tell Swag to check out AB, dude. If they want somebody, there you go. Tell them to check her out. All right, guys. So for everybody that's new and everybody that's recurring, I'm Coach C. This is Bad Bowling the Breakpoint. Everybody have a great rest of your night and a great weekend, and I'll be seeing you on Sunday. When do you get to add ball holders to merch? You know what? Let me talk to Sean, and I'll let you know on Sunday, Red. But I think I already sent you a couple of them though. Just being honest with you, I'm pretty sure I did. So, but let me talk to Sean. I'll announce that on thing. But they should be. You're right. They should be added to that though. But anyway, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna relax a little bit because again, it's gonna be a long day tomorrow. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. Have a nice one.